Chapter 12, Part 3. In this video, we're going over personality revealed through goals. So we'll look at personal projects analysis and look at social cognitive learning theory, which there's a few theories under here. So this part here is just one piece and relatively short. And then the longer piece it's a few theories that we're going to be talking about. And then the last part is a section on intelligence. So, personal project analysis, what is that? In this section, we're going to be looking at personality revealed through goals, okay? And the personal project analysis is a sort of method of determining goals and how you go about achieving those goals and how you think about those goals. Okay, so a third aspect of cognition is a person's goals and how they're related to personality. People differ in their goals, and these differences are a part of and reveal their personalities. So the focus is going to be on what people want to have happen, what they want to achieve in their lives, why do they believe these things are worth pursuing, and what goal-directed behaviors they enact to reach these goals. PP analysis, it's a set of relevant actions intended to achieve a goal that a person has selected. So it's a method for assessing personal projects or personal goals. Okay? So what you do first is you generate a list of PPs currently important in your daily life. There's usually about 15. Now these can be anything. These can be from friends, it could be from health, it could be small projects, got to get the winter tires on. I want to paint, that wall beside the fireplace. I've got to get this video completed. I need to create this for school. So a general list of PPs currently important in their daily lives. Then next what you do is you rate each of these little projects on several scales. How important is it? How difficult is it? How much do you enjoy working on it? What progress, the positive and negative impact on your life, how stressful it is. You rate it on several scales. Okay? So that is the method. Okay? And then once they have that, researchers have investigated the relationship between your PP scores and how you score, say, on the Big Five personality traits. So they found, for example, that people who are high in neuroticism, they tend to describe PP, their projects, as stressful, difficult, outside their control, and they make little progress. So you can see how the connection between your personality and A, what goals you choose, and B, how do you perceive those goals, right? They've also looked at which aspects of personality are most closely related to satisfaction and happiness. So, life happiness is associated with high control of PP, unstressed and optimistic. If you do this PP analysis and you come out with high control, unstressed and optimistic, you are more likely to have life happiness, life satisfaction. There was a study found that these three things, high control PP, unstressed and optimism, it was found in a study of happiness with elderly. They tended to be happier, more satisfied with their lives. Okay, the next section, cognitive social learning theory. Like I said, there's a few theories we're going to talk about: self-efficacy, mastery orientation, regulatory focus, and CAPS. So let's get back to Bandura. So Bandura was one of the first, he was in psych, he was around in the 40s when behavioral psychology was the dominant perspective, right? Again, like I said in the last video, behavioral psychology at that time was all about how the environment, we just responded to the environment. Something happened, we responded. We were very much just, response, that's it. Right? Not much was happening inside of us. But Bandura comes along and he emphasized the active nature of human behavior. We don't just respond, we actually have thoughts and intentions, and we can monitor our behavior. We can evaluate what's going on. We can make decisions. We can also learn by watching others. So we are thinking, information processing people with brains that have thoughts and intentions and foresight, which he called the self system. He also talked about self-efficacy, which is the belief one can do specific action to accomplish the goal successfully. Okay. So through his research, he found, so high self-efficacy beliefs lead to setting higher goals and higher effort and persistence on tasks. Right? So if you believe you can do something and you're going to finish it and you're going to be successful, you're going to put more effort into it and you're going to be very persistent, even if there's some hurdles or frustrations along the way. Self-efficacy and performance they mutually influence one another, right? So you have high self-efficacy, you're completing a task or doing a goal, it's going very, very well. That feeds your self-efficacy, right? And so you continue on, and maybe you come up against another hurdle and you succeed in that hurdle. Therefore, that boosts your self-efficacy, right? They talk about sub-goaling, which is what I kind of just said. So sub-goaling means if you're doing a long task, you're going to create small goals throughout, right? Say probably somewhat hopefully how your schedule looks going into December. You've got all these exams and you've got all of these projects. So you're going to sub-goal backwards. So you're going to have the exam, and you may sub-goal by the last due date, December 6th or whatever, when things are due, right? So you're going to create a bunch of goals between now and then that you can finish your projects on time. So what day is this? Say this is Wednesday, okay? So you need to complete a project by Monday. So maybe by Friday, you're going to have the outline done. By Saturday, you'll have the lit review done, and this. By Sunday, you're going to have this, a bunch of small sub-goals. And each one that you complete is a successful completion, which, should be increasing your self-efficacy. And self-efficacy can also be influenced by modeling, seeing other people's success at doing things and seeing how they accomplish goals. The next one, mastery orientation, Dweck. We did talk about this in the last chapter. Remember, fixed mindset versus growth. So people with a fixed mindset think that they were born, they have this particular intelligence level or skills, and that's it. Genetically determined, and that's what you get. Versus somebody with a growth mindset who believe that they through effort and hard work, they can build and achieve skills and get better. Right? Focus on beliefs about your ability that lie behind your behavior patterns. Intelligence as fixed and eternal entity theory, yada yada, apply. So if you have a fixed mindset around education or school, you might shy away from academic challenges. They might be too hard. Whereas children who have a growth mindset around intelligence or academics, they may seek out challenges. One piece that has come out of this is the understanding of fixed versus growth informs us that how you praise students to motivate them, right? To motivate students or your child. What you want to be doing is praising them towards growth mindset, not fixed. Right? So if you said you got an A on your test and you're saying, oh, you're so smart. Well, that's a fixed. You're smart. It had nothing to do with you. That's just, you're smart. Versus if you praise them towards the growth mindset part, where effort and hard work and persistence got you there. So you worked so hard on that. You put so much effort into that. You really deserve that success, right? So it's important to praise children, students, whatnot, to learn to associate effort and success together, as opposed to an inherent quality you have no control over. Regulatory focus. This is another theory of motivation towards goals. From a different perspective. So people regulate their goal-directed behaviors in one or two distinct ways that serve two different needs. Okay, so when you're approaching a goal or when you have to get something done, how are you approaching this? You're either approaching it from a promotion-focused perspective or prevention. So promotion is moving forward. Prevention is protect, right? Promotion, person is concerned with advancement and growth and accomplishment. Prevention, protection, safety, prevention of negative outcomes. The type of focus you have directs your behavior and it's linked to your personality trait. So people who have a promotion focus tend to be more extroverted. People who have a prevention focus tend to be more is related to neuroticism, harm avoidance, that sort of thing. There was a study, I worked it out here, so we could go over it because it was a little bit hard to make out. There was a research study where they were looking at decision making and goal striving. Okay. So participants in this study, they had to guess something. Okay. They can either make, in guessing the thing, they could either make errors of commission, which means making incorrect choices, or omission, which is not making a correct choice. They missed it. Okay. And what they found is people with high promo F, I say promo F focus, high promo F, they're less likely to make errors of omission. They don't want to miss being correct. Okay? They don't want to miss a right answer. They're trying to move forward. They're trying to accomplish. Whereas participants with high prevention focus, they were less likely to make errors of commission, wrong choices. They were less likely to make wrong choices. They didn't want to make wrong choices, right? They want to make sure that they don't get anything wrong. What this means is that there are people who are promotion focused and prevention focused. It is linked to personality traits. They are different. That perspective is different. So now Higgins et al. And other research are investigating other ways that people who are high promo F and high prev F differ from each other in terms of life events, careers that they choose, things that they do in their lives, other behaviors. Can you use promotion focus and prevention focus as indicators of personality to see individual differences in life choices? And the final theory in the cognitive social learning theory, this is the fourth. The CAPS theory. This is completely different. Personality is not a collection of traits, but rather an organization of cognitive and affective activities that influence how people respond to certain types of situations. Okay? So, they are saying that your behavior, how you respond, is not because of your personality, but because of the mental activities that you engage in during the interaction with that situation. Emphasis on personality process is not about static traits. So what are CAPS? Okay, cognitive affective personality system. CAPS, it's all the mental activities that's going on when you're in that situation. Mental activities including construals, how one views the situation. What are your goals? What are your expectations? What are your beliefs? What are your feelings? What are your plans? Plans, abilities, strategies, self-regulatory standards, all of these things that are going on in your head, they influence your behavior. So each individual is characterized by a stable network of caps. In different situations, different caps will be activated and influence your behavior. Okay? So you have many, many, many different connections of caps, organizations of caps. Okay? So it's a if-then statement. So if situation A, then person does X. So the example they gave is if a person is blocked from a goal. Okay? Let's say you're blocked from a goal. I'm blocked from a goal. It's that blockage and that frustration, and plus our individual caste systems. So what are your beliefs around that? What are your expectations? What are your feelings? What are your plans? What are your strategies? Are you the type of person, are you going to stay calm and collected and go around it and think around it, versus somebody else who might think it's perfectly fine to get very angry and smash stuff around because this is insane and I'm not able to accomplish this. Whatever your beliefs are and your feelings and your mental activities is going to guide your behavior. So one person might become hostile, whereas another person may stay calm and strategize around it. But it all has to do with your caps, not necessarily your personality traits. So it emphasizes the internal processes that people engage in to regulate behavior. That is the end of personality revealed through goals. I think I'll stop here at 17 minutes. There's a brief section on intelligence, and I'll do that in the next video.